This video is about the parable of the magic island. And I don't want to tell you my objectives in this parable because I want the ending to be a surprise. This is a simple thought experiment, but this is one of the things that completely changed the way I view the world, and I hope it does the same for you. Here we have the good old U.S. of A. And let's suppose that currently the U.S. does not trade with anybody. We exist in what we call autarky. Autarky is when you don't trade or deal with other people. And let's suppose that within the U.S. we can easily produce 10 million corn. These can be whatever bushels you want. This is completely hypothetical. And 0.1 million cars. This means with the resources that the U.S. has and the labor force that we have and the technology we have, we can have some people working to produce corn and some people working to produce cars. And 10 million corns and 0.1 million cars is exactly what we'll get from that. Then suppose that we discover a magic island. And this island is magic because it magically turns a certain amount of corn into a certain number of cars. And in particular, let's just suppose that if we use the magic island, we can do this. We can shift all labor to corn. All labor and everything else, actually. We are only producing corn now. And when we do that, we can produce 20 million corn. And because everybody's producing corn and no cars, we have 0 cars. But here's the nifty thing about this island. We can take 10 million of our corn to the magic island. And that island will magically turn 10 million corn into 0.2 million cars. So what this means is if we use the magic island, we can consume 10 million corn. We produce 20 million corn, but remember we're exporting 10 million corn to the magic island, and we're consuming 0.2 million cars. Now I'm going to argue this is better. Consider this consumption bundle. 10 million corn, 0.2 million cars. Compare it to the old autarky scenario where we have the same amount of corn, 10 million, but only 0.1 million cars. The use of the magic islands let us get more cars without losing any corn. We got 0.1 million cars for free. Now, obviously, if this magic island existed, we would want to use it. Initially, there might be some objections. They might say, well, if we only produce corn now, then people are going to lose jobs in the automobile sector. They're going to have to go find jobs in the agriculture sector. But what we come back to say, yes, there will be some short-term adjustment costs, and government and private charities can help with that. But there is no doubt, if we shift to producing only corn by using this magic island, we will be richer. We can double the amount of cars we have without giving up any corn. And we would always want to be willing to pay a short-term adjustment cost for permanent gains in wealth. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This magic island, it really exists. There is a place where we can grow corn, take it to the island, and bring back cars, allowing us to be wealthier than we could without it. And that magic island is called Japan. What we do is we export corn, among other things. We sell the corn to the Japanese. The Japanese pay us yen for the corn. We take that yen, we buy cars, and we bring it back to the U.S. And the result is exactly the same. By trading with Japan, we can have more stuff. Without giving up other stuff, we unambiguously become wealthier. But in transitioning to trade with Japan, there's some short-term adjustment costs. But here's the thing. If you're against that magic island, then you would have to be against trade with Japan. If you're for the magic island, if you think using a magic island is a good thing if it lets you become wealthier, then you are for trade with Japan and really any other country. And that is the parable of the magic island. And if you understood what I said here, there's a good chance that it completely changed the way that you view trade.